So here's the bad news. There's no way out. Here's the good news. There's a profound way in. I say profound because it's so much bigger than realizing there's no way out. It's so much more embracing and comforting than the mind can understand. The way in, the old word is salvation. It is the ultimate comfort and hug and embrace of something that transcends time and space. And the doorway in is not through the mind. You cannot think your way in. You can't figure it out. You cannot trick it into somehow taking care of your outer needs. There has never been an out in this lifetime. It's always going in. We all have different imaginations of what out is. For many people, out is release from suffering, death, um, escape, uh, pretending to be comfortable or looking for comfort. But it is all what they call a temporary fix. And the only thing that I know that can be offered is the doorway into yourself. And you have to find the keys. You can't bash it down. You have to find the knob. There are days where it will be hard to open. There are times you have to trust that it's simply there, that it cares about you, in fact, maybe even loves you, which is in fact my sense of it. There is a remarkable inner space that takes care of not having a way out. Now, this is not a belief system, it's a practice. And if you try to do this as something that will then open for you at some point in time, that may be very true. It may be in the very last moments of all effort trying to get out that the doorway in opens for you and welcomes you home. I would sort of pray for that. But I do know, being alive for 82 years, that I don't know a lot of people who have found the door. I'm sure they're out there. I'm not trying to count, but it involves a stillness, a purpose, an effort, a practice, a will, a need, a desire, a hope, all of that stuff to find the key to step inward. It can be easier than that. Jesus told us, knock and the door shall be opened. Knock. But if you're not doing that, and if you don't know where to knock and you don't know what to do, unfortunately, you're going to be trapped in a world with no way out. And that world, as you all know, those of you who are awake on any level, is not fun right now. That world that we know is traumatic in many ways. Perhaps it's always been thus, but it's definitely being brought to our attention in ways that are more immediate and profound than we perhaps have been aware of in the past. At one point, it was the town crier telling you what was going on. Another point it became newspapers. Some were posted on the walls because not everybody got a newspaper, so that you can find them on the telephone, not telephone, any kind of pole, trees. They could tell you what's happening around you, and then it became published and delivered to your home, and you had a newspaper, and then you had television and three channels that told you what was going on, and then there were multiple channels, and then there was what we have now is infinite, seemingly, channels of information flowing at us. And I think almost all of those channels are confusing the mind and distracting us from the stillness that is required to knock. We need to go inside. We need to do that. And you need to do it regularly. You need the muscle, as Rudy would say. And the opportunity to do that is endless. There's always a reason to stop for a moment, take a breath, and go inside. I hate these talks that try to inspire you into doing this stuff. And I hate someone telling you this, do this, and you will get that. It's it's frustrating because so much of what's happening here needs to be arising from within. But there has to also be a person who is willing to meet the rising energy as it comes and it appears in front of you. And trust me, it appears regularly. There is always something in front of you that is a doorway to going in, even if it's a troubled child, a parent, a teacher, a person on the street. There are all these reasons that start to appear to you that give you reason to want to get out, but in fact, they are the reason to go in. Their neediness, their suffering, their discomfort, their yelling at you, their whatever they're doing is not a reason to go get me out of here. It's a reason to find the trick in yourself that will open to them instead of close and will offer them love instead of judgment and anger and annoyance. And once you start to do that, once you start to be aware that life is presenting you opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity to find a goodness in yourself, a compassion, a kindness that can be extended to the other, that otherness starts to become part of what you are. The totality of who and what you are comes from your ability to be available to what presents itself in front of you, moment to moment to moment, or in Rudy's terms, if it's in front of you, it's yours. Open, just open. Say thank you. Feel for that person. Love that person. Don't just go, they're making me so unhappy, I want out. That can't happen. In fact, they entrap you more and more if you get angry and annoyed. They entrap you in this suffering of your life. The way out is, if you will, and don't make it a way out, is in. It's to take a breath and say, please help me to surrender. Please help me, if you will, a new phrase here, just to be kind, to be available, to serve, to consider the other as important as the person. Really important. And then you have to deal with yourself. I had this really bad neuropathic experience the other night, which, you all know my biology at this point. It was so painful, and I just wanted to cream it away. I wanted to do everything to get it to go away. And I started doing something I've never done before, which is I patted it gently. I just sat with it, and it went on for hours. So this is not like just, okay, I'll take care of business here. I just decided to comfort the pain. My body was in pain, and rather than get angry at it and go, why me? I just took it like a little child and I hugged it. it didn't make it go away in the same way that holding a child who's crying doesn't stop crying. It may cry and cry and cry, but you still go and you hug that child. You have to hug your pain. You have to hug the people around you. Now, I will tell you, there are nights where, last night, for example, I could not hug it and I couldn't do it. And I took an Ativan, which is, that's my go-to neuropathic release. But I'm grateful that I have something like that. And Rudy would say, if you have a headache, take an aspirin. I'm not trying to tell people there aren't things out in the world to try to help us, but it was really instinctive for me to discover that I could work with pain as a kind of a parent for with a child, that I could be kind to it, that I could try to help it. We have to find new ways to operate in the day-to-day reality of our lives because what's happening right now, and you all know this, is it's getting weirder and more difficult and more demanding. And as far as I can tell, being a storyteller, it's not going to get easier perhaps for our time around here. So if there's anything we're here for right now in a period of so much discomfort and disorganization and pain and delusional stuff that's just filtering all over the system, we have to bring ourselves to become the parent, the caretaker, the lover, the embracer of that which is painful for others, also for ourselves, but for others. We have to do that. And each of you has a capacity for that, or you would not be sitting here and listening to this talk. All we're doing now is trying to bring this parental energy, if you will, this incredible sense of trying to help the suffering child into the realm of suffering, to be a source of care. And yes, you will need it too. No question about it. There will be a time where you will need it, and God willing, it will arrive for you from others and also, most specifically, from within. And my experience over and over and over is that there is this love, there is this caring energy. It can be very subtle, it can just go like that. It's okay. It's okay. It can be just that. Sometimes it's much bigger than that. Sometimes I'm enveloped in it. And when I sit here and teach this class, I cannot explain the amount of care and love that flows through me, not from me, but through me for you. And it is the most instructive experience I have week by week to know that you guys are loved so much. So much. You have no, I mean, maybe you do have an idea because I think some of you pick it up, maybe more of you than I am aware of, but it loves you and it cares and it embraces, but it does it not just for you, but so that you can go through into life and make that available to those around you. I'm telling you, that's what we're here for. If ever there was a time for your development as a caring human being, this is it. And for one particular reason, there is no way out. There's only a way in. There is no way out. And you have to begin to understand that. If you're looking for a way out, if you're looking for another vodka or another pill or another this or that, that's not a way out. It may calm you for the moment. It may take away some of the immediate suffering, but boy, oh boy, the human dimension is full of discomfort, if you will. And it's also full of love and care. It's an amazing space. Do I understand it? No. Do I have a cognitive awareness of things? Less and less and less. Is that helpful? Yes. It is liberating. I do not understand it. I know one thing, that there is a doorway in and there's no doorway out. The only way to find that doorway is sit still regularly, if you will, if you can get to this point, it becomes kind of amazing all day long, every day, all night long, every night. Just be still with this. Wow, amazement, just amazement. I am learning all of these things. They are coming at me in extraordinary ways. I don't know what to do with any of it other than share it with you, share it with my wife, with my children, my grandchildren, the people in the supermarket. That's all I know. Keep this thing afloat, keep it going, help people where you can. It's not going to get easier, so your job is going to become more important. Your need to work is going to become more essential. And if you can do it and if you show up, you will be a service to many around you. And maybe selfishly, but this is not the way it works, for yourself. But I'm telling you, the best service yourself can offer yourself is to help others. That's the best there is. Really responsible to the other. So try to take this in deeply. This is your journey right now. You can take it seriously, or you can say, God, why is it so hard? Or why, you can make yourself crazy. It doesn't help. It does not help. There's no value in that at all. Just sit down quietly. This is not hard. Knock and it shall be opened. You're not going out, you're going in. And that's the ride we're on. And you're all capable, or you wouldn't be sitting here right now. You've all been anointed, if you will. So take this as a responsibility. Work it. Work hard. Hard is a bad word because it makes you, it doesn't bode well when you say hard. Work soft. Work soft. Okay? Every one of you. Work soft. Okay. Um, uh, any questions? Okay, I'm not getting that. Okay, good. I'm glad this was clear. Good luck to all of you. I will be around in next week, as far as I can tell. I'm never certain of anything, but to the best of my knowledge, I will be here. There will be an in-person class for those who are in the New York area, and I send lots of love to you all.